Hey, this is Texas Twister. I wanted to just show you guys a use of the new Blaze spawner. Now, I'm going to assume for this quick overview that you have figured out how to reach it, following the signs down the little corridor, and of course the appearance of things may change over time. So you'll end up, at least as the entrance currently exists, you'll come down the this ladder. And we have a fairly well protected, although not obviously you see there are openings here, but a fairly well protected entrance here. And here we've got a room that I created for enchanting, brewing, and the use of the anvil for making use of the XP that you generate at the farm. So we've got our enchanting table over here. I've got brewing. The only catch with brewing in the nether is you've got to bring your bottled water in. Obviously we can't have water out to fill things with. This chest is open. I've got right now just one. Actually, let me put a few more just in case you're going to do more adventuring in the nether. I'll drop a few potions of fire resistance, and hopefully if you use some you can restock it. I'm not going to monitor that, and if somebody takes something and doesn't return it, we're not going to get all upset about it. We've got a ender chest for you to access your own resources there as well. I've got an anvil here, so this is here, and this is well lit and well secured with iron doors. So that should be a safe space. Here's the actual Blaze farm, and if you're wondering where this is in relationship to the way it looked before I built the farm, the original tunnel, that glass tunnel that someone put up, is over here. And when I first took a look at what we've got here, I saw this, and I would run up those stairs and down and find my way around, but ultimately it's just as easy to come over here. Now, embedded in the dirt is another Blaze spawner that someone else can build a farm from if you like, or at some point in the future we may join them into one giant one. No definite plans, so if you've got something, run on ahead. So here's the entrance to the farm. So we're going to go in, we're going to go downstairs, and down here. Should have had this off to begin with. I'll just turn the mechanism off. Hopefully that noise is not crazy loud. I wanted you to have a little bit of the audio. Hopefully that's working. So as you come in, when you first come in, first thing you'll want to do is turn on the mechanism. That's going to force the blazes that have spawned into the center channel. And just in case this is getting too loud, I'm going to come in and hopefully turn that way down. Now, I don't know if that's affecting the audio on the recording or not. Okay, so the Blaze right now are spawning in a big chamber up there, and they're waiting for the gate to be open. So I'm going to open the gate. They start to fall down. Notice I've got F3 pressed so that I can look at my entity count. The entity count is right there next to the E in that first block of text, where now it's 27, 26, and that's a count, I believe, of the entities that are within my field of view. And you don't want to let that get too full, because then they'll start to kill each other because they're too crowded. So at some point when you've got in the vicinity of 30 entities in your field of view, you'll come up here and flip that lever. That closes the gate. You can see the cobblestone gate right there. Once the gate's closed, then you're going to wound them by clicking that button. And that's going to push we've got a piston that's going to push a block to squeeze them. And it's calculated to do so within 1 point of their life. And once that's done, you'll just take your trusty sword, step a little bit closer. One whack should do it. If you have to take 2 whacks, it's because you were standing a little bit too far away and you couldn't reach them all. And so then you just open up the gate again. And once you're done with everything, just flip off the mechanism up here. You might leave the gate closed, but as long as you're using it, just alternate back and forth between opening and closing the gate, and then wounding the blazes and killing the blazes. A couple of little gotchas. They're not terribly devastating. They'll just keep you from getting the best results. One is that if you don't close the gate, you'll have healthy blazes dropping in while the others are being wounded. And when that happens, then your one stroke won't kill all of them. And so it just takes a few strokes to kill the ones that didn't get wounded. Second thing is, if you let the number in the kill chamber build up too much, and I'm not quite sure where that point is, I think it's around 50 or so, then you'll hear them start to hurt before you've pressed the button. And if that happens, pressing the button will then kill them, and you won't get XP for those, because you'll get blaze rods that they drop, but you won't get XP. So to remedy that, if you start to hear them hurt, I recommend then that you go ahead and close the gate, but not use the button. And the only impact of that will be that now it's going to take multiple strikes, but a few strikes will still kill them. You get all the XP and all the blaze rods. So that is the use of the blaze spawner. I built this to be public, so anybody can use it at any time. Just, of course, take turns, play nice. If you break something, let me know and I'll fix it. That should do it. I don't know of a way to disable a blaze spawner. So the best thing to do in order to prevent lag is just don't go AFK without giving it your attention when you're sitting here, because otherwise you'll have hundreds of them build up potentially and affect everybody's experience. When you're done using it, or your attention is drawn away completely, then just shut it down and walk away. When you get out of range, which I believe is about 32 blocks away, they'll stop spawning, and when you get, I think it's about 128 or something like that, they will despawn and will no longer affect server performance. So far, I've worked the farm on several occasions when other players have been online, and I've been listening for any complaints about lag. Haven't heard any. So just be careful about how large you let that entity count grow, and enjoy. Talk to you later.